We're going to be using a 0.4232 molar sodium hydroxide in the burette, and you're trying to figure out what the percentage of vinegar is. So again, we're using a 0.4232 molar sodium hydroxide, that's in the burette, and we're trying to figure out what percent is your vinegar. So I'm going to transfer 10 milliliters of vinegar out of here into our Erlenmeyer flask. So vinegar is made up of acetic acid. So this is an acid and this is a base up here. So in order to see the change, we're going to put an indicator, a couple of drops, and this is going to look clear right now. So you can see it looks clear down there like water. And when we have reached our end point, so that means that we have excess sodium hydroxide in the flask, it's going to turn a fuchsia. So what we need to do is figure out how many milliliters are in the burette. So we read that down. So you can see that it's around 18, and you're going to read that going down. Okay, here we go. So it needs to stay fuchsia for 30 seconds while swirling. So it looks like we are going to stay fuchsia. So let's look at what the end point is now on the burette. So it's between 36 and 37 milliliters. That's your trial 1. So let's go ahead and do trial 2. So for trial 2, again, I'm going to transfer 10 milliliters of vinegar into our Erlenmeyer flask. Going to need to add a little bit more of our sodium hydroxide to the burette. Go ahead and look at then what our starting point is going to be. Okay, it's between 5 and 6 mils. That's a magnetic stir bar in there, so it can stir while we are titrating. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, forgot my indicator. Go. All right, up there. Okay. Looks like it's going to stay fuchsia. So our end point. It's around 25 milliliters. Did it? Come on. Should I pull that back? Let's see. I think it's about 27 point. I would go 24.72. 24.72 mils is your end. So let's see. So at the end point there was 24.72 milliliters.